Hey YouTube, what's up? It's Brandon Engel from Ambiguous Films, just here to give you the latest update of what's been going on. So I just met with Doug Lay. We had a great production meeting, went through a lot of stuff on the script. He's super cool. He basically, went through and said, oh, this doesn't work, this works great, this is what I might want to tweak. So it was really helpful for me. He's had real-world experience, he's made films himself, so it was very helpful to have someone who knows what they're doing go through that script, because a lot of my friends have read through it, they're like, oh, this is spectacular, and then you're just like, it's not really that great. I know that there's flaws in it. And they're like, no, you really shouldn't change a thing. It's like absolutely spectacular. And you're just like, it's not, it's really not. And then, yeah. So Doug went through and he said, here's what sucked, here's what's really good. So it was really nice to kind of have that breakdown. We're looking for a few different positions right now. We came up with a list of things that we really need. One of the positions that we need really bad is a production manager. And that's not, oh my gosh, that would be so much fun. I really want to do that. That sounds exciting. I've never done anything like that before, but that would be exciting. With a capital E. No, we kind of need someone who really knows what they're doing. That's a very, very, very difficult position. Someone who's keeping track of continuity. If you guys don't know what continuity is, that's where, let's say that in one scene I'm wearing an eye patch, like a big pirate, and then in the next scene I'm not wearing the eye patch, and I'm just kind of a poser pirate. So, continuity is a huge responsibility. Production management is one of the hardest jobs, but it's also one of the most fun. The reason why is because you get to yell at people. And what's more fun than that? Yeah, nothing. No. Not even watching Barbra Streisand sing. We simply choose to forget. Another one of the jobs that we need is a microphone boom op or a sound op. We're probably going to have those two different jobs, someone holding the microphone and then another person controlling the levels and monitoring through headphones. That's one of the most important jobs, obviously, because we're recording dialogue. There's probably going to be a couple scenes where we don't even have any sound at all. We just have some music overdubbing what's going on in the background. For instance, when they're getting in the flower fight, we're thinking that's going to be like a montage. So it should be pretty fun. The microphone boom up, it sounds like it's a boring job. It's actually not, because you get to run around with the camera guys, and you get to totally just make sure that your microphone doesn't drop in the frame, or else everyone yells at you and says, God, why did you... Stupid! No, it's a really cool job. It's definitely a job that we need, and trust me, there's not one job on set that I would feel is more important than anything else. And that's not saying, oh, microphone boom up's pretty lame, but I'll give you credit anyway. No, that's like, you are as important as me, or more important, because without you, we don't have sound. And without a lighting technician, we don't have lights. And without a production manager, well, we don't have order. They're like the court. And there's so many different positions, and we need every single one of you guys who's available to help. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be free food. That's one of the things I did not mention. So that should be an incentive to sign up. I bet you guys are all doing backflips in your seat right now, because whenever I came up with that, I was like, dang. If I were in this, I'd do a backflip to free food. We might even be able to get people to donate food. If you guys know places that you think might donate some food, then please, by all means, let us know, because it would be fantastic. So anyway, there's a lot of jobs that we need. There's a lot that we're hoping that we can get. Unfortunately, not every job that we were hoping for is going to be filled. But to be honest, I really didn't think I was going to split up the microphone boom operator and the sound operator up into two jobs. I thought I was just going to combine them into one, but Doug suggested, well, you're dealing with people who aren't really experienced, and it's going to be a lot of pressure on one person. So that was a very good point, and we're going to split that job into two parts. So yeah, having a production manager, a sound operator is the one out of those two that I don't have yet. Let me actually just go get that script. Hang on one sec. Back. Let's see, we need a sound op, a boom op, an assistant director who knows what they're doing, a production manager, first assistant camera, which is basically the person who takes the camera guards it with their life as if it were a family member or a girlfriend who is extremely cute or a boyfriend who is exceptionally handsome. So that's also the person, this is the most difficult position on set. They're the person who keeps focus. And I'm sure you've seen my camera doing a lot of it because it has continuous autofocus and it's BA. But I don't think we'll be using this camera to shoot with. It's that day. So the first assistant camera is the person who keeps focus during a shoot. So as Johnny B. Will gets closer to Jackie B. Will, I don't know why I chose those names, the focus distance is changing. So you have to be manually adjusting the focus and making sure that that shot does not go out of focus, or else the entire thing's basically useless. Unless it's done stylistically, we have to toss out the shot. That's one of the most important things that I need to stress, is that someone who is first assistant camera, I want to have had previous experience with either film and or cameras. I can't afford to have someone throw out an entire take, or by consistent error an entire shot. Yeah, that's, I mean, I don't want to get all serious because I hate being serious way so much. But that is one of the most important jobs. I need someone who actually knows what they're doing on that. Also, director of photography. That could be either myself or anyone who's possibly interested in doing that. It's a really, really cool position. You're basically telling the cameraman what to do. And we actually could combine, depending on how big our crew is, we could combine that into two positions with one person. So we could combine first assistant camera with the director of photography. Therefore, you would be designing your shot and being able to actually film it yourself versus telling someone, okay, I want it from this angle, from this height, etc. Anyway, hey, that's all that really mattered for me today. That's the latest update of what's been going on. Again, just follow us on Twitter. Stay up to date with the latest news and information. Twitter.com/ambiguous films. If you guys don't know how to spell ambiguous, grab a dictionary. No, but if you really don't know how to spell it, it's AMBIGUOUS. Okay? Also, follow us on Facebook. Trying to get it where Facebook's username matches our production company. But Facebook's is lame, again, and they're not letting me change the username. Again, I'm going to do a sad face now. That's me crying, Facebook. How do you feel? How do you feel? I bet you feel pretty bad. They made me cry. Good, because I hate you. Anyway, like this video, subscribe if you want, and just keep up to date. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks.
Like the corners of my mind, misty